Hello survivors and welcome to another DRG video. Today we are playing on the driller. I've been having a really good time playing this character and we are on the hollow bows level, so let's see what we can get going over there. So over there we did get a really cool epic critical chance, so I don't really like crit with this kind of character. He is a damage over time, but we'll see where that goes. We don't really need the levels per se, we need more damage and reload speed. You only really take the paint jobs when you're trying to get the weapon to level 12 for the very first time, so no need to take paint job ever again. And then I found out that grabbing ourselves every single upgrade that increases weapon level over everything else really helps a lot in terms of damage and, you know, survivability. So we're going to try and grab as much of that as possible. This is hazard level 2. We haven't unlocked level 3 in the hollow bowels yet. But we'll see just how well we can get going over here. I really do love the beam skills. As you can see, he does get the tower, the flamethrower turret as well, but we're going to go for the corrosive sludge pump over here. One of my favorite weapons currently in the game, of course, because it is green, and we all know that my favorite color is green, so just works well. Alright, so over here we got ourselves a weapon speed for heavy weapons. We are going to grab that. It is 10%. That is going to assist us in the run along the entire time as well. I think we do only land up getting ourselves heavy weapons, so let's see what happens over there. I do think the turret does count as a heavy weapon as well, so we should be in a very good space with that.
Just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Oh, I didn't even see we actually had the drop over there. Gotta go and grab that. Just sit here for a little bit, grab myself some damage over there. 35% increased damage is going to be amazing. Now this is actually the second subclass for the driller. Normally you start off with the pistol that shoots at your back, but I really don't like that. And we landed up getting a legendary over here, +1 beams. That is insane for the damage of time weapons. The plus beams, that's like a free overclock we just got on the weapon, so that is actually very insane. You'll see once we get some of the overclocks, hopefully we get even more beams and we will be beaming this place up. So let's see what we got. We got damage and reload or lifetime. We're gonna go with the damage and reload. Lifetime is good, but we don't really need it. We're hopefully going to get ourselves enough reload speed that it's up quite often anyway. A little bit of downtime has never hurt anyone. Alright, something sneaky that we can do as well is we're going to just chill over here on the side of the drop pod, and we are going to instantly kill the elite that's going to spawn. So we can do enough area damage that we don't have to worry about moving just yet. Obviously, like wave 4 or 5, it does become a lot more difficult. Here comes the elite boy, and we're gonna do our best to just get this to drop on his head. So we don't want it to spawn too quickly. We need him to be where the pod drops, just like that. Bam, easy kill of the elite. Grabbing ourselves the artifact for the HP and the life regen. This one is very good on the engineer, so that when you're standing still, the fire rate and reload speed is very strong. And I don't really like the pickled nitro because the loss of movement speed is the difference between us living or dying. So you know, the point being, we don't really want to die, so we are going to make sure we grab ourselves not the pickled nitro. I don't mind the gold tipped bullets, but the pickled nitro is a no-go. Over here we are see, we can't, it's not worth reloading just yet, so we're going to go with the movement speed. We would normally re-roll if it's near the beginning of a round, just so that we are able to get something a little bit better for ourselves. But over there we didn't really, I mean, with the end of the round coming and us getting things like this, there was no need for the reroll. Also, we don't really have any nitro to buy the weapon upgrade or the luck, so we're gonna skip or just continue on with the run. Nothing for us to really pick up over there.
I'm wondering if fighting bugs and moving dirt is the best.
That's a very interesting voice line there. He wonders if farting bugs and moving dirt is a good living. I don't know. We could maybe find out from everyone else. Do you guys think that killing bugs and mining dirt is a good living or not? Alright, we are in a bit of a pickle over here. Just these flying bugs, you know, they're always chasing us down. There is a swarm right now, so what we're going to do is we're going to chill over here. Oh gosh, okay, that's not going to work. We got two elites that are flying, so they're just going to follow us. Luckily, we do have quite a decent digging speed, so we didn't really have to worry about them killing us. Although going over here was probably a bad move. Let's just get through there. We want to go over to where we drop pod went. I do want this XP though as well, so maybe we'll just chill around over here killing things because XP is very good for us. Some more reload speed on the flamethrower, that's fantastic. Grabbing more beams on the flamethrower will be really good for us, and let's try and get a chain explosion going with these guys because that's just going to help us even more. Yes, that's what we like to see. Okay, reload speed as well, that's fantastic. The one thing about this character class mod is that they deal increased damage over time. We've got the Colette wave cooker as well. This one's like a microwave, so it deals fire damage to enemies that are in it. The less enemies in the actual waves, the more damage it does to them. So it's very good on like the last boss and things like that, where you're focusing on just that enemy. So very strong for that. You'll see sometimes it's going to do huge amounts of damage, and then other times it's not doing a lot of damage. Again, that's because of the way that it works. Now over here, even though this would be very good because we do have a level up for the one weapon, we do grab it. I would like to focus on the corrosive sludge as well as the flamethrower though, because they are going to be our main DPS weapon, so focusing on them is going to be better for us and make us a lot stronger. So hopefully we can get that going. Let's see. Alright, we get damage over there. I haven't actually seen the overloads for the microwaves. That would be very cool to see what they've got for us. And then over here we're going to re-roll. We want to get upgrades for our weapons, even though this would be really good. Ooh, which one do we go for now? Let's go and get this going. We do want that to be a lot stronger than what it currently is. Ooh, it took a little bit of damage over there, and now we've got the elite up. So let's just mine this out as quickly as possible, and then we can one-shot that elite again. Taking extra damage there for absolutely no reason. Alright, 35% increased damage, that's pretty big. And drop pod's going to kill the elite one time again, that's fantastic. And then we're going to go with the nitro scanner. We're going to try and get as much nitro from, you know, all those places. We are going to get some gold over here as well, thank goodness, from that. Luckily we were able to get that very quickly. And then we're going to have to mine our way through this because of the explodey boys over there. We don't really want to take a free damage already, since our life is you know, not in the most fantastic spaces. Alright, we managed to make it through to the next stage, so that is fantastic moving forward. Crit chance could be very good, lifetime as well. Can we afford both? Yes we can. So that is really good over there. If you take a look over there, our crit chance is on 35% as well. So a little bit more, maybe if we can even just get to 50%, that would be huge. I don't think, yeah, it says reach 75% crit chance to unlock a artifact. Haven't done it just yet, haven't done the movement speed ones either. As you can see, it does tell you what you like close to unlocking during the run, which is quite interesting as well. Very nice little thing there. Every time we go through one of the drop pods, it gives us an indicator of how close we are to completing that challenge, which is really cool. just got to try and level up here, get myself some life, get myself some of these upgrades for the meta progression as well. You don't really, I mean, there are times where you can just focus on doing that, but there is no real difference between how much you get from like a hazard 1 versus a hazard 3, so there is no real reason to farm materials on higher difficulties. Over here, this is actually huge, so we're going to take that over the level. I know I said no, you need to take the levels, but an epic status damage is huge here. It is for absolutely every single weapon we are running, as well as the class mod actually starting off with more status damage instead of actual damage. So that is really big and a really good upgrade for us. So although I said no, we must always go for the weapon levels, I think that one is quite a good exception to the rule, just really helping us with the DPS over there. And then as you can see now, swarms aren't really much of an issue. We are able to deal with them quite easily, and we can now get more beams. Oh yes, that's so good. A third beam for that. Really cool. This stage introduces new enemies. These enemies are a bit hectic. I don't know why they introduce them in such a manner where they kind of overwhelm you in some senses. So you do have to just be careful with them. They are quite dangerous for absolutely no reason. But let's see if we can get away from this guy. Yes, you just pop. Thank you so much. We want some more nitro and some more gold, and you're in the way. Okay, it would be nice if we could mine this Mork Tart as well, but I think we have to kind of deal with the swarm first. Ooh, there is a magnet there as well, which would be really good. But that did help us a lot there. And then we're going to go with the Krakatoa Sentinel. I have done the Impact Axe before. It's really cool, but it's not as good right now. I do have to play on lower levels with it, so that we can unlock the overclocking for it. Maybe then that would be pretty cool. It does have a knockback effect, which is really nice and useful, but other than that, right now using the turret is going to be a lot better, especially since we've got the increased status effect chance. Alright, so we're going to grab the more levels over there. That's huge. Increase that. We're getting some upgrades for that. A +1 beam to the flamethrowers. We are getting really lucky with the legendaries over here. This is a legendary one, if I have to say so myself. Really cracked up right now and just really good for us. We are not going to be able to... Oh gosh, that's so... Oh, there we go. We actually managed to get it all. Okay, perfect. I was about to say, no, we're not going to be able to do it, and then we landed up doing it. You can see the elite taking tons of damage just from the AoEs on the floor, while we able to come and get this drop pod now, and we're going to drop it on his head again just to, you know, make it that much easier for us. So done and dusted. We could go for that, but we're actually going to go for the increased healing granted on level up. That we're going to spend our gold and not actually keep it this time. It's just going to make us that much stronger for free. Well, not for free, we're going to spend gold, but we need to get stronger, so that's exactly what we're going to do. And then I really wish we could get like free magnets in the, like near the end of the game, but being level 31, that means we got around 10 levels or so. I do like to look at my levels and see what level I am and try and squeeze as much of that into the next wave as possible, because that's going to make us stronger. Then we can go for, ooh, there's a lot of good options over here. So the beam length is reduced. Oh, increase beam length but reduce width. Target the enemy with the largest total HP. I have no idea how that... Oh, this is the increase beam length. Increase rotation. No, we'll go with the beam length. I've never actually seen that one before, so very interesting. We're going to go with +1 beams for the Sentinel. That means that we've actually got even more beams for them, which is insane. And then we can actually get that, and also the reload speed for all of them. Do we get anything over here? Yes, we can actually get the increased fire damage or the increased everything damage. So we're going to go for increased all damage. That's going to increase our sludge pool damage as well over there. Fantastic shop there for us. Some really good upgrades, and you can see the beam now being a lot more concentrated. Hopefully that's going to allow us to do more damage, and we can do even more damage to the final boss because of that. So very, very good over there. It looks a lot better in terms of visuals. At least it kind of looks like a radar now. Having it spin faster doesn't feel like it's any more different. It feels like it actually spins a lot faster now that it is smaller. But I don't know, I haven't really been focusing on that entire skill yet. But really cool to see the overclock because I haven't seen it before. Alright, so now the flamethrower, we can get more damage but less lifetime, or we can get increased lifetime. I think we're going to go with the more damage. That's just going to help us. And look at those beams on our flamethrowers. 3 beams on them already. That is just madness. Huge amounts of damage. I'm sure that's pretty much equating to triple damage on them. And that's going to be really, really good for us to just sit down in a corner and get as much XP and kills as possible from there. So you'll see now the way that it works is the bar at the top is progresses through the amount of kills that you get. So the more we're killing, the faster that bar is going to progress, and obviously the quicker you're able to finish the run or whatever the case may be. But we don't really want to make that run as fast as possible, although sometimes you do. But in this case we don't really want it to, because we want to try and farm more. But as you can see, you can't always get you know, that slow run. Sometimes they're just going to kill themselves with the explodey dudes. Alright, gonna go for more reload speed. That's fantastic. These things need a lot of reload speed. I think every weapon needs a lot of reload speed. As soon as you get reload speed on everything, it feels so much better. Alright, we got a big swarm incoming, so we're just gonna chill over here. They can go and break some walls down themselves. We just need to get a clearing where we are free from all of them. Able to kill some of the bosses, have these guys explode and kill everything for us as well. And that's going to be fantastic. Again, more reload speed over there for the upgrade. And let's keep going. And now we can even stand still, just dodging the purple balls from those enemies. There is just so much on our screen in terms of you know, 1 damage, but also XP. I really wish we could get a magnet right now. That would be fantastic for us. As you can see, elites dying in seconds. All of those enemies just exploding on our screen. It just feels so good when everything dies within seconds. Grab that again. Getting the weapon to level 18 is actually one of the ways to get a hazard point, or I don't know what they're actually called in the game, to unlock more hazard levels. But you get those from doing specific things in the run, and one of them is getting your flamethrower to level 18. So we've already done that, but just in case you wanted to do it, starting off with the driller and his the actual flamethrower does help with that. Alright, we are going to knock enemies back whenever we take damage, and I'm just going to go and be a little bit greedy over here, pick up all of this juicy XP, grab the damage for the flamethrower, and let's go from there. Grab that. Next level for it's going to be a overclock, which is going to be fantastic. Just move out of the way there so they can blow each other up. Take a little bit of damage, it's okay, it's not the end of the world. But we need to try and get through here as quickly as possible because the drop pod is about to leave us. Oof, that was a close one, but we managed to get it. So that greediness nearly cost us the run, but we managed to make it through. And then we can't really afford anything. We can go there, maybe reroll once. There's nothing, unfortunately. But we dropped the pod on the boss, or one of the eggs, from the start, so we're already in combat. That's pretty funny. It is very interesting when things like that happen. But as you can see, we deal tons of damage, so the first egg is already gone and done and dusted. Oh, so beautiful. Let's see, do we get more beams? No, we get an extra charge. But I want the tank tracks. I want these two now start to follow us. That is going to be huge. Get the increase in the life as well for ourselves. And that's beautiful. Oh, so good. Alright, where are the other eggs? We can wait for the timer. The eggs will just automatically come to us if we wanted. Otherwise, we would have to go and look for them. But while we're looking for them, we don't need the nitro or anything like that. We can pick up the HP and things like that. Nitro and gold is kind of useless right now. There's no point in mining it unless you have an objective to mine like 2,000 of it, whatever the case may be. But in this case, we don't need it. I've got all of those objectives. You do need a bunch of gold again for the upgrades to the actual level or to unlock the things. But here is one of the eggs. Let's go and destroy it. This is probably one of the most chilled waves once you get to the egg stage. Of course, the final boss is very difficult at times, depending on the the amount of movement speed you have and things like that. But otherwise, very chilled level, as you can see. I mean, there's just look at that. This elite just got completely destroyed, and that is so wonderful. We need one more level. Do you know what? There is a point in actually mining the gold and the nitro. That is, you actually get XP for doing it. So if you very close to that level up, it is very well worth doing just to get that extra XP and damage. Alright, increase the rate of fire and reload when standing still. We can actually get that. I'll explain why when we're fighting the boss. We do actually land up waiting for him to move. So while we are actually farming or mining, we don't move too much, or even when we're trying to kill things, we can actually stand still, and that's going to help increase our damage because fire rate and reload speed indirectly correlates to the amount of DPS we can do with those weapons. Over here, I'm actually going to re-roll because we were close to the final level up of our flamethrower, which we managed to get the rare reload speed, and then we get the +3 beams. Oh boy, that is disgusting. Let's just take a look at this. We are a huge amount of flames absolutely everywhere. It is disgusting. Everything around us is going to be on fire. If you ever have a mission to deal fire damage, this is definitely the easiest way to do it. Alright, the next egg is about to crack, so that's going to help us. Of course, we don't then have to go look for it and find it. It's going to find us, which is really helpful. We can go and mine this in the meantime. Interestingly enough, in this level, when you are fighting the final boss, you don't have to you don't have to worry about him. Sometimes he can get himself caught in separate areas, which gives you a bit of time, like a breather and things like that. So if you stand by the vines over here and he jumps over them, he then has to walk all the way around again to try and get to you. So if you're finding like you need some life regen or some time just for a breather, if it's a close call or whatever the case may be, you can do that as a strategy. It does actually work quite well. We'll try and do it here on this video so that you can see it, but otherwise I know it's really good. It has happened to me previously already, so pretty good there. We just need to see where he is so he doesn't surprise us. There he is over there, and we keep getting hit by something, which is irritating. Alright, there he leaps. We did level up. We're gonna get the reload over there. That's fantastic. These guys die very quickly, but they also, ranged, so it causes issues. So let's see if we can get him to jump over the wall for us without us dying. I don't think we're going to be able to. We do have those exploding guys. Alright, he's dead. That's cool. And we died in the process. Fantastic. Oh man, I hate when that happens, but it happens. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.